In the hazy summer of 1985, against the backdrop of a leaden sky and the relentless pounding of the North Pacific's waves, Captain James "Jim" Sullivan, a weathered seafarer with a lifetime of stories etched into the lines of his leathery face, stood at the helm of the fishing vessel Silver Spray. Behind him, a crew of 16 sailors, each with their reasons for being there, prepared for a difficult journey. Captain James "Jim" Sullivan, a man who had spent most of his life navigating the stormy seas, Captain Sullivan embodied nautical wisdom. His presence exuded an indomitable courage, and his steel-blue eyes held the secrets of the ocean's tides and enigmatic depths. Among the crew, two figures emerged as central characters in this high-stakes maritime drama. First Mate Daniel "Danny" Turner. A rugged and resilient man, Danny had followed Captain Sullivan across the oceans for years. Weather-beaten by endless days at sea, he was second in command and the captain's right-hand man. Danny's deep-set eyes and rough hands told the story of a life dedicated to the hunt. Fisherman Johnny Cooper. Johnny was the youngest of the crew, driven by the desire to prove himself as a capable seaman. His wiry frame and scrappy determination made him a promising addition to the team. He had heard the tales of the legendary Orca, and saw this expedition as an opportunity to prove his mettle on the unforgiving sea. As the Silver Spray set sail, the crew's spirits blended anticipation, excitement, and a hint of trepidation. They had embarked on this voyage, dreaming of a bountiful catch and the sea stories they would recount on land. However, there were whispers among the sailors about a notorious orca, a monstrous and cunning predator said to haunt these waters. This creature was rumored to have taken the lives of those who dared encroach upon its domain. The North Pacific was a realm of both breathtaking beauty and lurking danger. The sailors navigated through the chilly waters, heading toward the orca's rumored hunting grounds. The stark contrast between the cobalt sea and the overcast sky heightened the sense of adventure and foreboding. Unbeknownst to them, the Silver Spray crew was about to face a force of nature that would test their courage, resourcefulness, and sheer will to survive. As they ventured deeper into the heart of the North Pacific, the legend of the Orca loomed larger, a spectral guardian of the sea waiting to enforce its dominion. The sailors' anticipation grew tense as the Silver Spray ventured further into the treacherous waters. Captain Sullivan and First Mate Danny Turner navigated with precision, their experience the crew's beacon of hope. With a weathered hand firmly gripping the wheel, Captain Sullivan scanned the horizon, his instincts honed by decades of maritime encounters. He knew the Orca's reputation and the risks involved. Danny observed the water's shifting patterns at the captain's side, ever vigilant for signs of the impending threat. He had heard tales of the Orca, but had also learned from Captain Sullivan to respect the untamed majesty of the sea. The sailors realized that they were entering the domain of a predator that had haunted these waters for years. The Orca's deadly reputation was about to be cemented as they encountered the creature over 3 harrowing days. Day 1. The first encounter was swift and brutal, as if the elements themselves conspired with the Orca to unleash havoc. The seas raged with a venom that matched the predator's intent. The Orca struck with calculated precision as the crew lowered their nets into the churning abyss. The boat shuddered as its massive form breached the surface, and Johnny Cooper, the youngest and most spirited of the crew, was flung into the vortex. Day 2. The relentless pursuit continued, the Orca a shadow in the storm. The sailors fought valiantly to keep their vessel afloat, but the battery and the ruthless predator made them feel insignificant in the face of nature's fury. The massive creature circled the Silver Spray, its sleek body cutting through the turbulent waters like a blade. It rammed the boat's hull with thunderous force, sending shockwaves through the men on deck. 2 more lives were claimed as the crew desperately fought off the creature's advances. First Mate Danny Turner, the captain's trusted right hand, met his end as he attempted to repel the Orca's onslaught. His body was lost to the roiling depths, swallowed by the sea he had devoted his life to. Robert "Bobby" Matthews, a stout-hearted sailor, clung desperately to a lifeline but was eventually dragged beneath the waves. The stormy sea offered no mercy, its depths concealing the unfolding tragedy. The third day of the relentless pursuit dawned. With it, a showdown between man and beast. Lined with determination, Captain Sullivan decided to confront the Orca head-on. He understood that the creature's reign of terror needed to end for the sake of his crew, and all those who depended on the sea. Armed with harpoons, the crew faced the Orca's relentless charge. Undeterred by the storm, the massive creature launched another assault on the beleaguered vessel. In the tumultuous battle that ensued, the Orca's powerful jaws claimed the lives of 3 more sailors. Charles "Chuck" Reynolds, a burly and brave seafarer, fought bravely but was ultimately overpowered by the relentless predator. Mark "Mickey" Miller, known for his sharp wit and unwavering resolve, met a similar fate, his life extinguished by the unforgiving sea. Sarah "Sally" Williams, the crew's sole female member, had shown remarkable strength throughout the ordeal, but even her determination could not save her from the Orca's relentless fury. In a final act of defiance, Captain Sullivan managed to harpoon the Orca, the weapon's barbed point finding its mark. Yet the victory came at a cost as the captain succumbed to his wounds, his lifeblood mingling with the tumultuous sea. The battle was over, but the price had been steep. The Silver Spray returned to port, battered and broken, its crew decimated by the relentless storm and the unyielding Orca. The survivors, their faces etched with grief and horror, would carry the weight of those fateful 3 days with them for the rest of their lives. The legend of the Orca was no longer a mere tale but a grim reality etched into the annals of maritime history. The surviving crew members, their souls scarred by the harrowing ordeal, found solace in the arms of loved ones and the shared understanding of the relentless power of the sea and its enigmatic guardian. The storm that had raged both outside and within had left an indelible mark, a chilling reminder of the untamed forces that lurked beneath the surface of the deep. In the heart of Vancouver, nestled among the bustling streets and towering skyscrapers, lay a hidden gem known to only a select few, a place that held secrets beyond imagination. As the locals often called it, the Enchanted Aquarium differed from your typical tourist attraction. It was a world of wonders, a sanctuary of the extraordinary, and it was here that Keltie Lee Byrne found her calling. With her fiery red hair and insatiable curiosity, Keltie had always been drawn to the mysteries of the deep. Her childhood was filled with dreams of dolphins and orcas, and she often visited the Enchanted Aquarium, where the ocean's most enigmatic creatures came to life. It was in the dimly lit corridors of this unique establishment that Keltie discovered her love for the aquatic world. By the time she reached her teenage years, Keltie had become a frequent visitor to the Enchanted Aquarium, befriending the resident marine biologists and trainers. She spent her weekends assisting with feeding the creatures, cleaning the enclosures, and soaking up every bit of knowledge she could about the ocean's inhabitants. But Keltie's fascination extended beyond the aquarium's glass walls. She was driven by an unrelenting desire to understand the minds of these magnificent beings. Her persistence paid off, and she began working as an intern, assisting in the training sessions with the aquarium's most celebrated residents, the orcas. Tilikum, Nootka Fofor, and Haida II were the stars of the Enchanted Aquarium, captivating visitors with their grace and power. Keltie was in awe of them, especially Tilikum, whose intelligence and charisma left an indelible mark on her heart. She believed there was a profound connection between humans and these oceanic giants, a relationship waiting to be explored. Keltie's bond with the orcas grew stronger as the days turned into months. She had an innate ability to communicate with them, understanding their moods and desires with an uncanny intuition. The Enchanted Aquarium recognized her extraordinary talent and offered her a position as an animal trainer. Life at the Enchanted Aquarium was idyllic, with Keltie living her dream daily. The aquarium, tucked away from the prying eyes of the city, had an air of enchantment. Keltie's days were spent in the company of the orcas, nurturing a relationship built on trust and mutual respect. The Enchanted Aquarium had become her haven, where the world's complexities faded into insignificance. But the tranquility of this hidden paradise was about to be shattered, and Keltie's destiny would take a tragic turn. It was a crisp February morning when the news arrived, a sudden and devastating blow that would shatter the serenity of the Enchanted Aquarium. As Keltie prepared for her morning shift, the atmosphere was thick with foreboding, a sense that the world as they knew it was about to change. Kelty, the guardian of the orcas, would face a challenge unlike any other that would test her courage, her resilience, and the depth of her connection with the creatures she had come to love. The enchanted aquarium was on the precipice of a cataclysmic event, and its enchantment was about to be replaced by a chilling reality. As dedicated as ever, Kelty Lee Byrne arrived early at the aquarium. She donned her wetsuit, the familiar scent of neoprene filling her senses, and prepared to meet the orcas. Little did Kelty know that this morning would mark the beginning of an unfathomable tragedy. Tilikum Nootka IV and Haida II had displayed an unusual restlessness. It was as if they had sensed a disturbance in the water, a premonition of an impending calamity. With her remarkable ability to understand the orcas' signals, Kelty noticed their unease. She approached them cautiously, soothingly hoping to ease their anxiety. Tilikum, the largest and most dominant of the trio, had been Kelty's dearest friend. She believed she had an unspoken understanding with him, a bond that transcended the boundaries of species. But that day, Tilikum's behavior was baffling. He circled her, his movements erratic and unpredictable. Kelty attempted to maintain her composure, her heart pounding as she tried to decipher the orca's intentions. She extended a hand, offering it to Tilikum in a gesture of trust. Suddenly, with a swiftness that defied comprehension, Tilikum gripped Kelty's foot in his powerful jaws. Panic surged through her veins and she fought to free herself. The tranquil pool, once a haven of serenity, transformed into a battleground of survival. Kelty's screams pierced the air, but the other orcas, Nootka IV and Haida II, did not aid her. They remained passive, as if paralyzed by the horrifying spectacle. Kelty's struggle continued, her eyes wide with terror, her body submerged in the cold water. As minutes turned into an eternity, Kelty's strength waned and her vision blurred. She was pulled deeper into the pool, her life entwined with the relentless force of Tilikum's grip. The orcas, creatures she had considered family, had become her captors. Once a sanctuary of enchantment and wonder, the enchanted aquarium bore witness to a tragedy that defied all reason. The watery depths, her source of inspiration, had become her prison. Kelty's desperate fight for survival echoed in the haunted eyes of the onlookers. But the orcas, the magnificent beings once her companions, refused to release their hold on her. Kelty Lee Byrne, the young woman dedicated to understanding these creatures, had fallen victim to their inscrutable will. The enchanted aquarium, forever altered by this day, would forever carry the weight of this devastating tragedy. And Kelty's journey from fascination to heartbreak had taken an irreversible turn. The incident that unfolded in the enchanted aquarium on that fateful day of February 20th, 1991, sent shockwaves far beyond the confines of the marine park. Kelty Lee Byrne's tragic death became a sad chapter in the annals of human-animal interactions. As the first responders arrived, the waters of the once serene pool were stained with sorrow and despair. When it was finally released, the coroner's report offered little solace. Kelty's death was ruled an accident, an outcome of an unforeseeable tragedy in which the orcas, her beloved companions, had become her unwitting captors. The marine park that had been the backdrop of this devastating incident faced a bleak future. The allegations of physical and mental abuse of the whales in its care and Kelty's untimely demise cast a long shadow over its existence. The haunting image of Kelty's last moments and the unanswered questions that loomed over the incident left a mark on the collective consciousness. How had a routine day at the aquarium become a nightmare? Why had Tilikum, a creature with whom Kelty had shared a profound connection, turned on her? These questions would linger unresolved, like a ghostly presence in the heart of the enchanted aquarium. The repercussions of this tragedy reached far and wide. Kelty Lee Byrne's name will forever be associated with the enigmatic nature of orcas and the precarious balance of trust between humans and these apex predators. Sealand of the Pacific would eventually close its doors, unable to recover from the weight of its past. The enchanted aquarium, once a place of wonder and enchantment, would stand as a testament to the fragility of our understanding of the natural world. Kelty Lee Byrne's life and untimely death would be a constant reminder that the mysteries of the deep, the boundless beauty of the oceans and the creatures that inhabit them are not ours to master. They are to be respected, protected, and admired from a distance, for in the depths of the sea, The line between enchantment and tragedy is as thin as a ripple on the water's surface. The year was 2002, and the vibrant city of San Diego basked under the Californian sun. SeaWorld San Diego, nestled along the picturesque coastline, had become a place of wonder and amazement for visitors from far and wide. It was a world where the mysteries of the deep unfolded before the eyes of eager onlookers, and the bonds between humans and marine life were forged in the shimmering pools of Shamu Stadium. Tamari Tollison, a young and spirited orca trainer, was at the heart of this aquatic spectacle. At 28, she had already dedicated her life to understanding and connecting with the ocean's most majestic creatures. She had a deep, unspoken relationship with two of the park's stars, Orchid and Splash, two orcas known for their grace and power. As visitors gathered around the grand arena of Shamu Stadium, Tamari stood poolside, her smile as bright as the Californian sun. She was a beloved figure at the marine park, known for her unwavering passion for the orcas, and her gentle yet firm demeanor had won the hearts of many. On that fateful day, as the crowds looked on in awe, Tamari engaged in a playful interaction with Orchid and Splash. Her voice filled the air as she spoke to the majestic creatures, and her laughter resonated throughout the stadium. It was a day like any other at SeaWorld, filled with the magic of the ocean and the enchantment of these magnificent animals. The audience was captivated as the trio danced through their routine, a testimony to the extraordinary bond that can exist between humans and the natural world. Tamari's love for the orcas was evident, and she appeared to be living a dream. But then, in the blink of an eye, the atmosphere shifted. The tranquil setting of Shamu Stadium transformed into a scene of sheer disbelief. Tamari was pulled into the water. The rush of the sea drowned the gasps of the onlookers. It was a moment of terror, a sudden twist that defied explanation. The female orca, Orchid, had grabbed Tamari's foot during the session, and with a force that could not be resisted, she pulled the trainer into the depths. Orchid and Splash joined in, their actions defying the understanding of everyone present. Amidst the chaos, the trainer's desperate screams for help pierced the air. She was trapped by the powerful creatures she had devoted her life to understanding. The situation had turned dire, and the clock was ticking. In this challenging predicament, a fellow trainer would make a critical decision. In a daring move, the chain securing the gate of an adjoining pool was unfastened. The plan was to imply that Kasatka, a more dominant female orca, was on her way, and in the presence of the formidable Kasatka, the other orcas would relent. As if responding to an unspoken signal, Orchid, who held Tamari in her grip, released her. With a gasp of relief, Tamari found herself accessible and swam to the surface, her heart pounding, her body aching, but alive. Park officials would later report that the trainer had managed to exit the pool without assistance, and she was swiftly taken to a local hospital. The true extent of her injuries became evident there, a compound forearm fracture. To restore her fractured arm, a pin was needed. It was a testament to her strength and resilience, and to the incredible willpower that resided in the hearts of those who dedicated their lives to the extraordinary world of marine life. In the wake of the harrowing incident at Shamu Stadium, SeaWorld San Diego was left with a lingering sense of shock and concern. The park, known for its dedication to the well-being of marine life and the safety of its trainers, was now at the center of a storm of questions and uncertainty. As Tamari Tollison received medical attention and her fractured arm was mended with the precision of modern medicine, the world watched and waited for an explanation. How had this incident occurred? What had prompted the usually gentle Orchid and Splash to act in such a way? The video footage captured by visitors was scrutinized with a critical eye. It offered a glimpse into the unexpected turn of events. Tamari, a trainer who had demonstrated unwavering dedication to her work and an extraordinary bond with the orcas, had been playing and communicating with them moments before the incident. But the question remained: what had triggered the orcas to pull Tamari into the water? The answer needed to be more complex. Orchid and Splash were not known for aggressive behavior. They were in fact a testament to the positive relationships that could be nurtured between humans and these magnificent creatures. SeaWorld launched a thorough investigation into its ongoing commitment to the safety of its staff and the animals. The incident was dissected and analyzed from every angle. It was a search for understanding, for a deeper comprehension of the intricate dynamics between humans and orcas. The findings of the investigation revealed an unexpected truth. The behavior of Orchid and Splash on that day had been influenced by a series of factors that aligned in an unusual and unfortunate manner. Tamari's foot, while engaging with the orcas, had been caught unexpectedly, perhaps due to a sudden, unanticipated movement. As the orcas pulled her underwater, it was not a deliberate attack, but a response to the unexpected situation. It was a reminder that even in the world of marine life, where human and animal relationships can be built on trust and cooperation, the unpredictable forces of nature and instinct could come into play. For Tamari, the incident left physical scars that would heal over time, but the emotional wounds ran deep. She had dedicated her life to these creatures, and the bond she had built with them remained unshaken. In the aftermath, she would continue her work, her passion for marine life more vital than ever. It was a testament to her resilience, her unwavering commitment, and her understanding of the complexities of the natural world. The incident prompted SeaWorld to reevaluate its safety protocols and procedures. It was a commitment to continuous improvement, a vow to ensure the safety of its trainers, and a dedication to the well-being of the animals under its care. The incident served as a sobering reminder that unexpected events could occur even in the most harmonious relationships. As the ripples of the incident gradually subsided, the world continued to be captivated by the extraordinary world of marine life. With its renewed dedication to safety and understanding, SeaWorld remained a place where the mysteries of the deep were unveiled, and the bonds between humans and orcas continued to inspire wonder and amazement. In the heart of San Diego, Shamu Stadium stood as a symbol of this enduring connection, where the ocean's beauty and the human spirit's resilience could be witnessed in all their glory. The incident had been a moment of darkness, but it ultimately reaffirmed the enduring power of the human-animal bond.